Hey y'all, this is Lucas. Today I'm going to be talking about the Space Shuttle Challenger. If y'all hear background noise, just excuse it. I got roommates. Um, they watched the movie. So the Space Shuttle Challenger tragedy was pretty big in the nation, happened in the 1980s, 1986 to be exact. So what happened in that tragedy was there was obviously long story short, we're going to detail long story short, the plane or the rocket itself exploded, and all seven astronauts that were in there died. There were no survivors, um, and this was a pretty big tragedy in the 80s. I remember my pops telling me that when it happened, they like shut school down, and he was sent home. They remember watching it on TV, and then their parents came and picked him up eventually. Um, it was a pretty big deal around the nation. I mean, imagine watching it and then all of a sudden it's exploding. I'd be pretty shook. Um, so getting into detail, what the main thing was there's issues across the board, but mainly what NASA should have fixed or what they should have done better was pay attention to detail. The whole project itself seemed like it was rushed. So looking into it, the biggest issue was the failure of the O-rings. Um, Specifically how the rocket booster O-rings, how they were seated properly, um, allowed or they weren't seated properly, and that's what allowed hot combustion gases to leak from the sides of the booster, and it ended up burning through the through the fuel tank, and that's how it exploded, because obviously them gases got to the fuel tank, it's gonna ignite, and the whole thing just went up. Um, there are also a lot of other factors, they talked about how there was faulty design um, of the rocket boosters. They didn't do good enough testing with the temperatures um, of the O-ring materials, which caused the leaks, because they didn't prepare for it well enough. And just how that it was sealed, it was just all lack of communication. It was all rushed. It seems like they really wanted to get it done, and they weren't looking to every last detail. When you have a project this big, sending 7 people to space, um, you kind of need to nitpick and make sure everything is perfect. So that was the main issue with NASA and what they needed to do better, because it cost people their lives, and obviously their families were affected forever. Um, that man, Roger, I'm gonna butcher his last name. I apologize. Boyce Jolly, Boy Jolly. I don't know, Boy Jolly. Um, he worked with his partner Ebling under McDonald, right? Um, in McDonald, he was the director of the rocker motor um, project of part of the Challenger. So basically, what went wrong, was under him, um, and he went to them and told them that there were those issues, that things that happened, right? Um, and the article talks about how Roger and his partner Ebling, how they went to the company and told them there's issues with management. So obviously that shows lack of communication. They weren't communicating right, which is the main reason why it happened. Obviously, if it's all on him, Roger, because he was told about this and things didn't change, like that shows even if you got a family and stuff, no one's gonna want to hire somebody that just costs 7 people their lives from failure to pay attention to detail. That just shows laziness. Um, so there's a little conflict, a little conspiracy going on there. Um, just for future professional responsibilities, relation to being loyal to management and protecting public welfare. You know, just pay attention to detail and always be there. Just don't be lazy, and I think we'll be good as a nation. But that's all. Thank you.